This Gulf of Mexico surf forecast video update brought to you by Fluid Surf Shop, Fort Walton Beach. Visit them at fluidsurfshop.com. Taking a look at late morning satellite imagery, and as you can see just off the Florida coast, this is part of that tropical wave that's been moving through, been forecast to move up into northeast Florida and then over into the Gulf of Mexico. Latest forecast runs has it dissipating, but as you can see, there's some convection firing up just east of northeast Florida. There is a little bit of spin in there, and this is all part of a boundary, old boundary line that's been in here for the last couple of days. Looking over here towards the Gulf of Mexico, we can also see that convection is firing up just to the southwest of the Panhandle. Now, wind shear is unfavorable for development. But if we can get some changes in here in the next 24 to 36 hours, we could see something develop in here. One of the things that we're looking at is the southern branch of the tropical wave. And as you can see, there's some convection starting to fire up off in the Florida Straits. Now, if some of this moisture content can get in here and get wrapping around this convective band, we possibly could see something try and develop. Models are not forecasting that. However, the rule of thumb is during hurricane season, you always watch old boundary lines or the tail ends of fronts for something to try and spin up. Now, we saw this yesterday over the South Carolina, North Carolina border, and had it been a little bit further south and over open ocean, we probably could have seen something develop there. Here is that area of weak low pressure that was trying to form over the South Carolina, North Carolina border. This has since moved off towards the north and is gone from here, but this is being replaced by another little spin that's over the Georgia-Alabama border. Look at the visible satellite imagery, and as you can see, this weak area of low pressure spinning off towards the north over the Georgia-Alabama border, and this is attached to what we now see in the northern Gulf of Mexico. And I think you can see with the satellite imagery that a weak area of low pressure may be trying to form up in here. As we get over here towards the southwest Florida coastline, you can see a couple of curvature spins that are in here. If we can get some convection to fire up in here this afternoon, we may see something try and organize in here. Not likely, but it's something that we're keeping an eye on. Flip you back over here to the Atlantic side, and the initial wave energy behind this tropical wave now was just lifting to the north of the northeast Bahama buoy. So we've got this easterly swell now, although small, starting to rotate in towards the Florida coast. You can see how this flow is just kind of pushing off towards the west out of the east. The flow off the Florida coast is going to turn more to a south-southwest, or at least that's what's forecast at the moment, or watching in over here. So we should see building surf conditions in northeast Florida throughout the afternoon into tomorrow. Our initial call was possibly for some head-high surf. Doesn't look like it's going to get that big unless we have something going on here right off the coast. Stay tuned to the forecast.